Hi everyone. Today we are going to draw a human face. I'd like you to start by making a light circle and then a U below it for the chin. If you're drawing a kid, the face is going to have less contours around the jawline, a little bit more fat, which is normal. As you grow into your head and your face develops more angles, and also the eyes appear to move up. But I will make this person a little bit more youthful. But first, I am going to divide the oval into quarters. And for the eyes, I am going to start with the iris and the iris. That's the colored part of your eye. And in the middle of the iris is the pupil. The pupil opens and closes according to light. So if it's really dark, your pupil will be big. And if it's really light, your pupil will be small. And then the other part is the colored part of your eye. So this is all your eyeball, and your eyeball is protected by your eyelids. So I'm just going to close that up. Now it's starting to look more normal. And when I add color, it's going to look beautiful. You definitely want your iris to look more like a U and less like a circle because your eyelid covers it. So that's pretty good. Now the next thing I'm going to map out, this is all just a generic map of a generic face. When you look in the mirror yourself, you don't have to make it look like you, but it should be based on a real face. So I find looking in a mirror is very, very helpful. So the reason why I tilted the eyebrows down like that is because if you feel your face, you can feel the bones on your brow line, and your face is created like that to protect your eyes. Your eyes are inside a socket so that they're concave. They're in a cave. So if you get hit in the face, your eyes, which are so valuable, will be protected. The parts that stick out on your face are your nose, your forehead, your chin, and this part of your brow. So again, that will protect your eye. But the parts that are the parts that stick out are convex, and the parts that go in are concave, and they have shadow. The parts that are convex have light. So we're going to create some light and shadow on our face to make it look more realistic. So I'm just going to add a little bit of brow there. And then whether or not you have light skin or dark skin, there is shadow here. There is pigmentation. And I always add that in. This part of your face sticks out, your nose. So we're going to leave that light. Now your mouth is going to be about here. So the line between your lips represents the mouth being slightly opened. And of course, we're going to explore different expressions, but for now we're just going to make the mouth closed. So just like that. Then there is some shadow below your lip. There's your chin. Of course, a boy would look different, but here's cheekbone. I made her eyes very large, but okay, so now hair, once you add hair, it really starts to change. Now the hair is going to also go on top of the head, not just, some little wisps on the forehead. And then the ears start at the eye and end at about the nose. And I think you should all challenge yourself to draw ears. Now, if you look at your ears, you'll notice there's, you don't have to draw all the details, but I do want you to see the shadows and that little shape that's there. So that's good. And, if you want to add earrings if you're a girl or whatever. Then below your neck, there's also shadow. So the shadow is really important. Now, this actually is not going to be in shadow. The next part is, of course, the neck. It's a slightly curved. Then your shoulders. And then you're going to make these sleeve lines. And then before you add color, I want you to think about decoration for the background. You can do shapes, repeating patterns, You could also do things like your favorite things that make you happy. Like for me would be my rabbits. We have 2 pet rabbits, so I always like to include them in my self-portraits. This isn't me, but this is my rabbit Frisia stretching. And okay, so color. Let's add a little bit of color and then we'll wrap this up. So we already know her eyes with the, you do need black. So I think I'll just use this pen since I can't find a black pencil. If you look at your eyes, you'll notice that the iris has some rays around it. So I always like to include that. Also, make sure you keep that highlight of white. That is really crucial. Now, because so much of this is going to be brown, for fun, I am going to give her green eyes, even though I have brown eyes. So this is definitely not me. And for her lips, I'm going to add a little bit of this really pretty, sort of almost purple color mixed with some brown. I always say that's my secret recipe. And then once again, I do need black, but I don't have it handy, so I'll just go like that. And I'll do that here too. Okay. So there's her ear, her hair, her hair. My hair's pretty messy, so it is like me. And then her nose. These parts of your nose that stick out are called your wings, these parts. And then this is the tip, and then this is the nostril. This part would all be shaded. And then the eyebrows. And I find I need to turn my paper a lot when I'm drawing. I never keep it in one direction. And then since I've really gotten into it with this pen, I'll just keep going, I guess. Might regret it later, but there we go. Her shirt, shoulders, sleeves, designs. This will not be finished, but and then for skin, since I really want to keep some highlights, so first you would erase any helper lines that you have here after your pen has dried or whatever else you've used. Erase them as well as you can. And go like that. That looks pretty good. Go like that. But the important thing is to capture the highlights before you create shadow on everything. So that I'm going to capture by mapping out some peach. Now if your skin is brown, what you want to do is get 2 shades of brown, a light brown and a dark brown. So you can use the light brown for your highlights and the dark brown for your shadows. So let's see if I got, this part sticks out, your cheekbones stick out, your forehead sticks out, and your nose sticks out, and this part of your brow sticks out. Now the rest I'm going to shade, and actually this is your philtrum. So with your philtrum, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just see if this works. I'm going to try to quickly cross-hatch and turn it in all directions. Cross-hatch her skin. Actually, the tip of your nose is usually a highlight. And I usually like to add a little bit of color right here. I know it's a strange color, but I like it. I'm using artistic license for that, which you are allowed to do as well. Turn it in all directions. You really want to blend. So I will show you the finished result when I have it, but it takes a while. Art takes time, and I will not be able to finish this in this video, but I'll show you when I'm done.